You've heard me talk about a lot of great places to live in Middle Tennessee, in Nashville. This today is the number one best place. If I could choose anywhere in the world to be, you got to join me. I'll show you. Today I'm going to show you the perfect place. If you ask me, you have to choose one spot. I'm going to tell you the best of all worlds that you could possibly live in here in the Middle Tennessee area, here in Nashville. Now, frankly, it's pretty much where I grew up. I got so fortunate. But what we're going to do is we're going to look at the northernmost part of Williamson County, right at the Davidson County line, to put you in the perfect Williamson County schools, to give you the beautiful hillside of Percy Warner, Edwin Warner parks. I'm standing here at the steeplechase where I spent so much of my life with the horses in the barns. The best of rural, close to town, away from traffic. Schools, I promise you, you won't be disappointed. If nothing else, this is the place to aspire to be, if you have to ask me. And you did, because you're here. Hey, on this show, Nashville ReDefined, we do so many videos about what it's like to eat, sleep, play, work, thrive in the Nashville community. Literally everything you need to know about what it's like to live here in Nashville. So if that's for you, go ahead and subscribe to the show right now. Tap the bell so you'll be notified every time a new show drops, which is every single week. And I'd hate for you to miss out on anything. Let's go check out a couple home development areas near the Percy Warner, Edwin Warner parks, northwest side of Williamson County. So this is Horseshoe Bend. This is a development that was done in the early 90s. As you can see, all of the home sites are built out. There were several different builders here, both custom, and then toward the end, Phillips Builders ended up finishing out a lot of the phases of the development. But it's been here, it's established. I'm standing here at the clubhouse, which is the beginnings. We are barely over the Williamson County, Davidson County line. So in the very northern part of Williamson County. Phenomenal school district. Families all over here, lots of walking trails. Less than a quarter of a mile away from the dog park, less than a quarter of a mile away from Percy Warner, Edwin Warner parks. If you need to be close to downtown, close to the Nashville every single day, if you want easy shopping, if you want phenomenal amenities, do you want exercise capabilities, so many different places. If you want a very busy, active lifestyle and you do need to get into town a lot, then this may be the spot for you. Mostly homes that probably are not up to today's standards as far as, you know, the perfect amenities and all the things that people are looking for in new construction today. It's not that. It's location, it's style, it's convenience, it's lifestyle. And you know what? You can really pretty up a house really nicely, but you can't change the dirt, you can't change the trees, you can't change the maturation of a development. And if those are some things that are important to you, then this might be a good spot. First place we'll take a look at is Horseshoe Bend. This was a development started in 1987. It's a community of families, and it's long been loved as a great place to live, to raise your children because of the wonderful Williamson County School District and enjoy outdoor life. It is 360 homes in the rolling hillsides of Nashville by the Harpeth River and Little Harpeth River, next to the Edwin Warner parks in North Williamson County. Price range of homes runs from the 600s to close to $1 million, depending on the degree of updates. As you see, these homes are more of the 80s, 90s style. Not the ones of 2020, but phenomenal location, homes, and development. Just down the street a little bit from Horseshoe Bend is Laurelbrooke. Now this is one of the very few gated communities in this area of the county. It has two different accesses. It sits on approximately 600 acres. There are no lots that remain for construction. All are built on, and for the majority, most were custom. There are 5 different sections. It runs in price from around $800,000 to sky is the limit. Let's go a little further south, a little further west, into another community that is a well-established community built around a golf course. This is called Temple Hills. Oh, to help you get a little bit of a gauge of our weather here in Nashville, in the Middle Tennessee area, this set of video is being shot December 20th week of 2020. Temple Hills is a 27-hole championship golf course with full-service country club and amenities, swimming pool, tennis courts. Price points of homes are $500,000 to $1.5 million. As you can see, they're both the larger estate lot sizes and then the smaller cluster of homes. This is near the St. Matthew's Catholic Church, very close to Innsworth and CPA high schools, St. Matthew's Elementary School, the private schools, if the Williamson County schools are not where you want to be. Now, if you're out here driving around, I'm sure you've heard of the iconic Loveless Cafe. You might want to stop in. They're very close by. The newest new community in this northern Williamson County area is called Stevens Valley. It is currently under construction in phase 2 of many future phases. Pretty soon you'll be able to walk to the future town square for both shopping and dining pleasure if you happen to live here. But for now, that's in the future plans. The price range of homes run from $600,000 to $1.2 million. However, individuals cannot buy a lot and build their own custom home. There are 4 different builders who have control of all of the lots in the area, the home sites. So what you would do is go with your realtor, choose the builder that you'd like to work with, choose from their plans that they are building in that community, and build yourself what we really call a custom or a semi-custom home on a lot of your choosing. You may well be lucky enough to find one already under construction that you love. However, when I was out there today, there's nothing available that isn't sold. This is a very high demand northern Williamson County community, as is Williamson County in general as of right now. I'm often asked about the pros and cons of building a new construction home versus an older home, and I think you'll see it as we go through both this home that's newer, because it's new in style. It's a layout that people tend to enjoy now. Big open laundry rooms with lots of light. It's got mud rooms. It's got open kitchen concept family room. It's a style that people are looking for now. However, they're typically also on very small lots that are close together, maybe 50 to 75 feet of width and maybe 150 feet of depth. So they've done a great job of designing homes that give indoor entertaining spaces that are great and some outdoor spaces, but some people just want more arm's length in between places, and it's purely a choice. Also, the newer construction developments, as in this one, you will continue to have new construction and the construction traffic and some of the noise of new construction around you for possibly a couple years to come. Each phase is done so at once. So when it's finished, those construction vehicles will be out of your section, but just something to think about. One of the other differences is that if you need to sell your home in, say, 2 years in a new construction development, while the developer or the builders are still there, you will be competing on the market for selling your home with new construction, and that's really hard to compete with. Typically, each phase of a builder's construction on any site does go up in pricing because materials go up, labors go up, the lot costs go up. So there are price increases along the way. But again, there's no one answer that's right for everybody. It's a matter of what you prefer and your timing and your time constraints. Something else to consider, the nice person at the model home is working for and represents the seller, the builder of the property. So be sure to take in someone who represents you. You will have to work with the builder's contract. That again is a nuance.
but you can be represented and absolutely should be in all real estate transactions, in my opinion. Also, with new construction, there's a little bit more cost to you in Tennessee. Typically, the builder, the contractor, does not pay for the owner's title policy when you close on a home. In a resale, the seller in Tennessee, in Nashville area, typically will pay for the owner's title policy. That can be several $1,000s of savings for you. Again, something to ask your realtor who will be representing you. All of the newer home communities have a HOA, a homeowners association. Most of the older ones do too, but there are architectural restrictions, and each community has its own set of guidelines. So be sure to take a look at those as well, because you as an owner must abide to those guidelines. These newer communities, the ones built 2010 or later, all typically have maybe a swimming pool, maybe different amenities, community things, to make up for the lack of space in between the homes or the smaller lot sizes, but they are built in more of a community type of layout. So it's simply a matter of what is your preference. Today we've been all around the northwest corner of Williamson County, just over the Davidson County line. But if this isn't your style, or it's not close enough to your work, maybe you'd prefer to live by the lake on the other side of town, that's what I'm here for. We're here to help find your ideal location so you are happy here in Middle Tennessee. But the only way I can do that is if you reach out. So send me an email, shoot me a text, blow those smoke signals, however you want to get in touch. I've got your back in Middle Tennessee. Now you're seeing a bunch of other videos to watch and learn about Middle Tennessee, everything about Nashville, Tennessee. So ask me questions. Where would you like me to go next? What do you need to know? I can't wait to see your questions, and I'll see you next week.